I used to be a babysitter. Okay, I love kids, so I worked in like a childcare for a while. Once in like an actual proper childcare like learning facility, and then once as a babysitter. Okay, I think I've been babysitting since I was 11. I really liked working in childcare. Actually, it was very fulfilling. Honestly, it was really sad when I had to like not work. I quit because honestly I couldn't put up with it anymore. So when I was working as like a babysitter, I actually really liked that, and I considered doing like live-in nanny work because you get to really bond. Again, it feels like a second family. It's just a good time, honestly. But then when I worked in other childcare, so you have kids all the way from 6 months to 5 years. And I hated it. Not because the job was bad, but because when the earliest kids would start being dropped off, but generally drop off time was 6. And then the kids would be there sometimes until the latest, until 6. And most of these kids had a bedtime of 8 p.m. So it was kind of actually really sad because like your parents wake up and drop you off here, and then they go to work, and then they come back and get you, put you to bed. It's kind of sad. And you also just see a lot of sad things. Like you can tell when kids are like not really getting any attention at home, and it's just sad. Or like you can tell when like their parents like will like are like really mean to them for like things that are actually really regular for their age. But you can't really do much about it as long as there's no like actual like abuse happening. So one of the things was I was hired and they didn't know where to put me. So usually when they'd hire someone, they'd be like, okay, you are going to be exclusively in the 5-year-old room. Because originally I was going to be in the 2-year-old room. I did not get trained on this job. So I had a really good idea of what I was supposed to do. Then I found out some of the other girls didn't like me, and I was really confused. And I was like, wait, I'm really sorry. What did I do? They're like, you never plan any of the extra stuff for the kids. I'm sorry. I wasn't aware that was something I was supposed to be doing. So I kind of got moved out from the 2-year-old room, because again, I also think, this is gonna sound funny, all of the kids really, really liked me. All of the kids really, really liked me. They're like, Miss Nerissa, Miss Nerissa. Every time I came in, so many of the kids would want to come give me a hug. And it really pissed off the people in the room. So I got reassigned. So I got moved into the 4-year-old room. And then they moved me to the 5-year-old room. And same thing, I was there for a while, but I never got integrated. And then they put me in the 6-month-old room, and I was like, I don't want to work in the 6-month-old room. It's a lot. It was a lot. And then I got moved to the 1-year-old room. They ended up being like, oh, I guess we're actually fine with the way things are, so they didn't actually need me. So they just had me like going around, and I'd be like a filler. And I was like, this isn't what I was hired to do. You guys didn't properly train me. There's days when they don't need anyone, but I would still have to come in, and they would be like, oh, you can just clean the building. I'm not hired to be a cleaner. Yeah, it was a really weird job, and I got very frustrated because I was like, I can't do this anymore, so I had to quit. They were not happy that I was quitting. They gave me one last day of stay in each room so that all the kids could individually say goodbye to me. That's my experience working in childcare.